I'm Leon Scott Baxter, America's romance guru, and welcome to the third installment of 5 minutes of relationship investment. Now, if you missed the first 2 episodes, make sure you check them out, or better yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss any of the upcoming episodes. But today, I'm going to talk to you about what to do when there's no time for relationship investment. Let me say this right up front. There are many relationship experts, and we all basically say the same thing. If you want to have a strong and balanced and romantic relationship, you're going to need to be honest, communicate, make time for each other, be flexible, you're going to need to do nice things for each other, etc., etc., etc. But see, the thing is, everybody already knows these things. It's kind of like health. You know, we all know what to do to be healthy. We know we need to exercise and eat right and drink a lot of water and get enough sleep, but still we go in and we rent the DVD programs, or we go ahead and hire a trainer or a professional. And why do we do that? Because they're there to remind us, to motivate us, and to inspire us. So my job as a relationship expert is not to reinvent the relationship wheel, but to remind you, to motivate you, and to inspire you. I do it by using the analogy of finances, where John Gray uses planets, I use stocks and savings. And it's easy for me to grasp this concept and apply into my own marriage. And so my job is for you to want to apply this to your relationship by the end of each video. I see relationships as accounts that we need to invest in today so we can get short-term as well as long-term results. And if we do it right, we can nearly guarantee a terrific return for each of our investments. So what if you don't have the time to invest in your relationship? See, in my first 2 episodes, I've given you tips on how to invest in your relationship so that your portfolio continues to grow. But today I want to address the reality of actually not having enough resources to invest. In our society today, many of us are unable to add more to our financial accounts because the resource of money is becoming scarce, hard to come by. In relationships, the resource we invest is not so much money, but it's time together. The reality is that there are times in our lives, no matter how much I might say that you need to find time for one another, that life just sucks up that resource. It could be a new job, an injury, a project, maybe you're taking care of a sick family member or a friend. You know, we all find ourselves in situations like these at times, and we may end up neglecting our relationship a bit. And it's not for nefarious reasons, but because of the obstacles life has put in our paths. And these are the times that the resource of time becomes scarce, making investing difficult. So what do? Well, there are 5 steps I want you to become familiar with. Number 1, be sure to make it a priority to make this situation temporary. Look at what's been added to your life, what's taken the time, and figure out how long that's going to last. And then set a deadline as to when you can get back on track again. For instance, if you've taken on a new project at work, when do you anticipate completion? Shoot for that date as to when you can refocus on your relationship again. Number 2, ride on the interest you've accrued. Now, what I mean by that is you don't have to keep making deposits if you've already been aggressively investing in your relationship over the years. If you've been creating a sound, romantic, healthy relationship for some time, then you have the luxury of being able to ride that wave for a while when the resources become scarce. The only caveat to this is if you don't have interest to sustain you because either you haven't been aggressively investing in your relationship, or if the relationship is relatively new and there's really not been enough time to build a portfolio with enough interest to sustain you. Number 3, maintain but don't withdraw. Now, you may not be able to add more to your relationship portfolio, but maintain the best you can what you've been doing and what's been working. See, when you stop everything altogether, even the little things, and then you're forced to make withdrawals which can deplete your portfolio over time. Number 4, rely on quality until you can get more quantity. Now, you may not have much time together, but the time you have, make it worthwhile. If you can squeeze a quick 5-minute back rub or make an ice cream sundae for your partner, although time is scarce, hopefully they'll appreciate your efforts and they know that that's your attempt at making and keeping your relationship alive and the coals of romance glowing. And number 5, finally, don't get used to this. If we do something long enough, it starts to become habit, and habits are hard to break, including neglecting our relationships. So be aware of it, be conscious of it, And when things ease up and you get your hands on a little more time, get your relationship back on track. At some point, time will be scarce for all of us. But if we know how to deal with it, our relationship portfolios don't have to suffer, and it will only be temporary. Remember, absence can make the heart grow fonder if we know how to do it correctly. And if you want more tips on investing in your relationship, pick up my book, The Finance of Romance, at Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or my website, couplescommittedtolove.com, where you can also sign up for my free monthly newsletter for couples. And be on the lookout for our next video.